Carnival on the Mile has actually been in the city we're going on our 27th year. The Carnival on the Mile was initially the idea of a gentleman by the name of Juan Esteves, may he rest in peace, Lino Fernandez, and Oreste Urbes. They came up with the idea. In 1998, we held an event in Miami Beach. The Kiwanis Club of Little Havana also is the one that puts together Calle Ocho. So with the experience we had in Calle Ocho, we had an event on Miami Beach. It didn't work out, and so the beach ended up going with the Food and Wine Festival, and then we ended up in Coral Gables with what initially was Sunday on the Mile. It was a one-day event in 1998. And so Sunday on the Mile began as an exposition of music, food, and crafts. And then we held Sunday on the Mile up until about 2006. And in 2006, we transformed it to Carnival on the Mile. And at that point, it was a 2-day event. And around 2007, we also had another event in Coral Gables, which is called Art in the Park in Pond Circle Park. That was the first Friday in the month from October through March. And basically what that was at that point in time was music and arts and crafts, no food. Because we didn't want to have a problem with the merchants and the restaurants complaining that the people were eating at the event. So we approached a few of the gallery owners and said, hey, can you help us develop this artist component for the event? So we took what we were doing on those first Fridays and really transformed the event, because we now have art, music, crafts, and food. Later on, we were off the Mile for a year when they were doing the streetscape, and we had it on Alhambra. And for us, it was great because it was a wider road. We had more space, and we were willing to go back to Alhambra. And some of those merchants and restaurants that had fought us years before were like, hey, you guys got to come back, because it's a very big event for the city, and it's a showcase event. And it's just wonderful to see the families out there enjoying themselves. There was a gentleman by the name of Carlos Garcia, who was very involved in the city of Coral Gables and with the Chamber of Commerce, but was also a member of the Kiwanis Club. Together, we decided to proceed with the artist component, with going to 2 days. And I just wish he was here to see this. And we thought we had something special with the city of Coral Gables. And the Kiwanis, we always think big, so it doesn't surprise us that it is where it's at today.